quickly here, and that I just thought of, and then I'll be ready.
Okay, I'm just starting the stream right now. Just give me 1 second. I'm just checking to make sure that the audio is all correct. We are live, it looks like.
All right.
Yep.
Welcome everyone to my first attempt at the one shot in this. I've been DM before, but I haven't really done one shots in a while, so hopefully my time management skills are up to par. Welcome. So you guys are all somehow or another 4 years ago got into this school, which up in the city of Zandreta. I pronounced it. Remember from the Indiana Jones movie, Alexandretta? I just dropped the first part of that. So the city's called Zandreta. It is a city that is well known for its wealth of knowledge. It was there's as you can see from the picture, there's a stream that pops up, or a spring there, and it flows down to the Great River. And it was a small city until the wealth of the Grey Elves came with dwarven engineers and gnomish clockwork people, and developed into a thriving metropolis. And since it is based largely on intelligence, a large school came up in these brown sections. Now, the huge palace on the cliff, you may think, is where the rulership, king and queen, live. That is not the case. The biggest building in the entire city is the library.
Okay.
Now, this city is located, me and Adrian have talked about this before. So this, you can see this up there near the top, there is a river coming down the mountains. So this is the location of Zandreta. And this is where the Dungeon Delvers Guild is, that you are probably very familiar with. Alright. So you guys all have let's introduce your characters. Alright, let's go down across the bottom layer here first. Let's start with Jay. Tell us about your character, how, if you want to, how they got into the school, what degree they're studying, and a few things about your character.
It would be inadequate to give me a specific name, although I have often been called the ultimate imposter. I am a changeling, you see, and sometime in my past, somebody who I know must have been important to me stole my very identity. That's why I came here. I impersonated other students in the roguish arts until I was found out by showing up at the same day as somebody else. Let me stick around. I'm studying to become a better thief so that at some point I can get myself back from whoever took me from me.
Alright, and Adrian with Gareth.
Yes, so I'm going to be playing a halfling wizard named Girth. He's in the town of Zandreta, basically going to arcane school. His family spent every penny they have to be able to fund his education, and so he's kind of a high energy little guy who's excited to learn everything and kind of graduate and get back to his life, which includes quite a lot of partying.
And then we have Obrithra?
Aberith.
Aberith.
So Aberith is from nobility. He's a young tiefling sorcerer. Basically, his lineage is from Nine Hells, and he feels like he's a little bit too good for this school, and to even be here is just kind of a like a goof for him. But he's just trying to get through because his dad is making him come to the school.
All right, next up we have Justin's character, which is Alicia Alice.
Ashley. I'm a Goliath fighter. I came to this school to learn how to hit things better and to prove that not all Goliaths are stupid.
And last but not least, we have Noah's character.
Keth Olbeck.
Keth. Okay, here we go.
I am Keth Olbeck, a barbarian half-orc. I come to school to learn more about language and how to be a better fighter, even though I do stand as a barbarian. But I want to learn how to hit things much, much better.
Now, as a center of learning, this place is very often more centered around wizardry, but there are large fields for jousting and combat training, and other all sorts of things, stealthy rogue trainings like that. Though they discourage actually stealing from just random households and things like that, more like stealthy and sneaking into dungeons and dangerous ruins than actually going into a town and stealing from burglary type things. They even have schools for priests and druids and things like that. But two of you, the fighter and the barbarian, would spend a lot of time on the combat field. They'd be teaching you techniques. The young wizard would spend probably a lot of time in the library and the books. The rogue, they would have different kind of trap dungeons and things like that, kind of teaching you how to get through traps and trap rooms and sneaking past people. And the sorcerer, while study many of the similar arcane classes, there's a lot of meditation, getting connected to your inborn talent. You all had 4 years of training through here, and they are coming up to the finals now. They end the school with one big adventure where you are assigned a team, and they will send you out on real-world adventures of people in need around the city. Sometimes the school will set up particularly difficultly training scenarios that they control too, but most of them are actual adventures that need help. Many of the professors are lined up before you, as everyone in your graduating class is lined up in the courtyard of the main hall. You can talk among yourselves a little bit if you want to at first, or if I can go right into the professors calling people up.
Yeah. So I feel like our group probably, because we've all been at the school for at least probably 1 year, if not more semesters, whatever they go by, we probably all would know each other in passing at least, I think would be fair to say.
Yes.
Okay, now who's playing the sorcerer? Was that Obirith?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, so I feel like Girth would know you from classes just because of we're both spellcasters, and so he'd just kind of be excitedly like sitting down, tapping his foot, kind of waiting to go and then see the principal or whoever's going to be giving out the assignment.
Yes, same, absolutely. I'm excited to see what we're up against.
Keth would be... Oh god. Keth would be looking at Ultimate Imposter and looking him up and down, very confused as to how he looks so much like himself. And trying to figure out why.
Imposter sort of glances at him and gives him a shrug.
Keth kind of turns his head and just goes, "You look good. Very good."
I would thank you, but it's you who looks good. That did not ignore me.
Kev looks
Floating
down.
between the changeling and the half-walk.
Keth gets just a big grin. Thank you. Very nice of you. And we'll just sit down and just wait and wait for instructions.
Shortly before the ceremony is about to begin, Mr. Richardson, a knight in the kind of armor coming out, someone who you would know as a cavalier and a squad of them coming up, is one of the big bullies of the school. He comes up to everyone roll a d20, and whoever has the lowest is going to be someone that this guy's been picking on for past couple of semesters.
I forgot to have the dice roller ready, which I need to have.
Looks so far like Justin.
Actually, I think Aberith rolled 13,
Aberith.
lowest.
Okay. All right, Aberith, the demon. So he strolls up to the demon to start trying to tease him like he often does. Oh look, we've got the forces of hell have descended upon our school. And they're even letting it graduate.
Yeah, you'll see forces of hell when we're out of this place.
Oh, I'm so scared. Big man big man. You're the sorcerer. I can feel magic.
You're lucky the school has rules, or I'd show you real magic.
Can I growl at him?
Yes, you can.
What do I roll for that? I want to try to scare him.
I was gonna say Keth is also gonna kind of look over and be like, why we pick on him?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh God. Can Keth try to help as he stands up with his stature?
So,
Okay, so I'll
It
roll.
sounded a bit like a purr.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Wrong button. Sorry, guys.
all right. No. So, Keth the half-orc stands up and just starts growling at him. I don't know. Maybe you're chewing on some, like large femur or something very quite intimidating. And he starts backing off. It's like, chill, just all right, just a joke. Don't die on your mission.
Keth sits back down. Good. Better this way.
Everyone roll a perception check.
Was that perception?
Yeah, perception.
Passive?
You can,
Or no,
you can roll for it.
Oh God, that's a nat 1.
And
Okay.
the Oberth can have advantage on it since this is happening to him.
So I gotta take my advantage toggle off.
I had to do the same thing.
Advantage is
Well-
not any better.
Perception is 7.
All right. Well, Justin definitely sees this, and the halfling and the old. Yeah. The
Changeling?
The rest of you kind of. He's kind of taped a sign or to the demon's back. It's like that says "Bless me with holy water."
Can Girth try to use Mage Hand to kind of pull that off and stick it on the other guy's back as he's walking away?
Do a
I
sleight of
wanted to
hand
grab
to
it
do
and
it
eat it.
unnoticed.
I think I can't figure out how to turn off the toggle, so it's just gonna roll with advantage. I'll use the first roll.
Okay.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Oh, no.
You can get it off his back, but they notice when you try to stick it on on his back, and he just like kind of smirks and takes his seat.
I want to grab the paper and eat it.
Before you do that, could I use my Mage Hand Ledger domain to very invisibly put it on his?
Yeah, we'll let you do that before the guy tries to eat it.
So that would be my sleight of hand versus his perception.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Fuck.
You definitely get that on him.
The page just sort of floats off of the ground suddenly and sticks itself to his back.
I probably just kind
At
of.
that rate, I'm not going to eat it. It's too far away now.
I turn to Oberith and sort of nod, which is weird because you could swear Kath was over that way somewhere.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Because I do have my mouse named Vermin who kind of hides in my hair. Do I need to hide him during the school day, or is he okay to kind of rest on my shoulder? Because that's where he would normally sit.
He's okay to be at school. It's not like they have It's not like they have a no pet policy. There's rangers who are present who have wolves and lynxes and other animals with them even.
Okay. In that case, yes, Vermin will be kind of perched on my shoulder, and Keth would be kind of rubbing his chin with his finger, very gently.
So, short time later, a very a gray elf in fine wizard attire comes up and's like, "All right, now settle down. Now this is the administrator. He kind of runs all the. He's very stern, very no nonsense. Runs all the day-to-day business of the school. He's administrator Inhut. EHEEUN Inhut. Oh, so. All right, I know you're all excited for your graduation, and we can get you out of here and out to the real world. You can tell some of you might be tell he's not entirely enthused about kids, which is why he's working at a school you don't know.
Girth shouts from the background, trying to be just a voice amongst many. He says, "I'm so excited!"
Yes. Everyone, settle down, and I present to you the headmaster of this fine school, Miss Headmaster Lux Vivian. And this is fairly far all ways off. Everyone do perception checks. If you beat 10, you will manage to be able to see through the crowd, and while everyone seems to look or eyes seem to follow where the headmaster you think there is, if you beat 10, you actually manage to see through the crowd. This 1 foot tall pixie is hovering down the aisle. The rest of you are like, is the headmaster invisible?
Keth is looking very confused.
Yeah, Girth can't see around everybody else. He's too short.
Can I also say Vermin is on my shoulder, also trying to look confused, trying to imitate me?
Okay, the confused rat on your shoulder.
Yes.
A short time later, though, she does hover up to the platform and takes a little magic wand and touches it to her neck and casts thaumaturgy, and her voice booms over the crowd. You can now all see her as she's hovering above the podium. It's, welcome all you students. It's such a pleasure to have you all here today. And it's a pleasure to have you learn in my fantastic school that was going on, and this class is going to be, well, I'm sure this class is going to be one of the best yet. Now, the teachers have all got assignments to hand out to you. we want you all to be careful, but go out and show what you're made of. You are the best of the best. You are adventurers from the academy.
That's right.
No, as long as the force people as long as forces like us exist, we will drive back the forces of darkness and chaos and whatever tries to make the lives of common men more difficult. And we will be successful because the forces of good will triumph. Remember, all you need is faith, trust, and... He pauses for a moment. You guys can roll if you see you don't know what's coming next, or see would finish in a second.
Is this perception or is this?
I'm
What
good.
would we
Stick
need to
with
roll?
them if you remember this saying that has been going around the school.
Oh, I
Just
got it too.
just assuming it. Can I just guess without rolling?
Yes, if you know if you know that this is actually from.
I don't know what it's from, but I have a feeling she's gonna
well-
say a pinch of pixie dust or something like that.
Oh, that's definitely so. But yes, it is faith, trust, and pixie dust.
Can I scream it out before she does?
You're not alone. Many others will. Exactly. Now, go forth and be beacons of light.
Griff
As
is
the
very
rogue,
into
I
it.
feel very uncomfortable in the light.
Faith, trust, and
Yeah.
pixie dust is something from the Neverland. That shows up in the Neverland story.
Yeah, Girth is totally excited about this.
Several professors come up. There is a professor some of you know pretty well. Professor Ursula is probably one of the closest to you. He is a large human. You would know that he is a barbarian druid. He especially the barbarian friend who took the path of the bear. This guy is one of your main teachers. He has taught a lot of it. He also teaches a lot of the animal handling classes and combat with two-weapon fighting. Teaches a lot of the rangers and druids. He starts going out. All right, Richardson and your cavalry crew. Cavalry crew. As he starts to stand and head up there, you notice an old mage just kind of noticed the sign and just does a little bit of magic, and someone cast create water over his head as it comes splashing down upon him. and they find the sign and just like it was. You might want to dry off before this one. As he hands him a little book. This. All right, we got some bandits. Take you and your cavalry team to some bandits. We got dossiers in there. Anything. We got a list of known things that they've stolen. Anything that they have stolen, has to return to the proper authorities. Anything not on this list, you get to keep. Plus, you get your school reward when you get back. They're a couple of days ride. So you better hurry. Better hurry and get your horses out there. All right, now we've got Randall Frederick. George Grayson. Liba. Oh, why do I always get the hard names? Zimbabwe? And finally someone stands up and he goes up the names. All right, this is going to be a fun one. I've hidden Professor. Oh, this one's one of our own making. So it will be very closely monitored. We've got Professor Crest's wig hidden in a tower nearby. He will be very angry if his wig gets burnt, because it is being guarded by our mascot, the fire-breathing dragon. You are to subdue the dragon and return Professor Crest's wig without harming him. He is our mascot after all. And I would recommend this wig unsins if you value your lives. Professor Crest is a gnomish divination illusion mage. He teaches astronomy, many languages, stuff of the sky, elementals, things of that nature. And then he starts calling out, goes, now forgive me my, says, Ashley, Ashlyn? I'm sorry, I'm butchering you guys' names.
Girth would nudge O'Briath and say, "Oh man, I hope we don't get this one. This one sounds boring."
And then he calls up, Girth!
Oh, dang it!
No, the last group is the one that got the dragon thing.
Personally, I'm rooting for the dragon. I'll say back to Girth.
Kenneth Ulvik,
Whom?
Oberth, and UI.
Ultimate imposter, who still looks like Kath, strolls over.
So I get everyone from this group. He calls you all up to a group.
Okay. Keth will walk up.
All right, I've got out to the out to the west of here. Let me pick out this gate here. Out to the west of here, there's some farms that have gotten a lot of livestock missing. We are not sure what's causing the problem, and we need adventurers to go out and investigate what is happening. So, Beaver, your mission complete. The mission complete is telling us what's going on so that it can be dealt with.
I mean, that sounds easy enough.
Oh, don't be too quick to.
Don't say that.
Don't be quick too quick. 5 years back, before you young lads joined the school, we had a rook preying on there. If you see a bird with wingspan longer than the alchemy building, get out. That group was smart enough to get back with only one of their party being bird meat. Now, ideally, we want you to handle the situation. You'll get better marks that way. But if you run into a bird with the bird, or vampires, or something you can't handle, discretion is the better part of valor. Get back with the information. Oh, and and Gareth, I've got a note here that says you've got an overdue library book.
Oh no!
I was ready for this.
The god's not gonna let you through the gate with that.
Okay, thank you, Professor, for reminding me.
How red is he in the face right now?
He is extremely red.
The library books are quite valuable here. The biggest building in this whole place is this huge library. It's a center for knowledge. The great library.
Keth, trying to be nice, puts a hand on your shoulder. It's okay.
Thanks, UI.
No, I am the UI.
Wait, and he looks over at
I'd like to point out that UI, as part of a changeling thing, is impersonating Keth down to the voice.
Keth looks over. Your voice sounds nicer too.
We have been over this.
We have?
I have. Have you? Have I?
I don't know.
Guys,
I'm
guys!
confused.
If we run into the bird, one of you can distract it, and the rest of us all escape.
Keth
No.
looks over. But then we're bird meat.
Well, only one of you, and then it won't be confusing.
I do not approve of this plan.
Keth looks very, very confused, trying to rack his brain to understand this. He's not doing a very good job of it.
Eric, what was the name of the professor?
Professor Ursa.
Professor Ursa.
Yeah.
In order to help avoid confusion, I transform into Professor Ursa.
Keth looks at him as this happens and goes,
Now, is
You
this
looked at
in
it before.
nearby, Professor Ursa, or have you guys moved off as he starts calling out other names for subs?
I feel like we probably would have started to move away after the being called out on the
Yeah.
library book.
Yeah. I guess we're moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, before we go, is that bully that was bothering Obrith nearby?
Yeah, him and his Cavalier buddies would still be around. He's still quite wet. One of them has run off to go get him a towel.
Yeah. As Professor Ursa, I walk over to him. I go, "Excuse me, young man. I need to have a talk with you alone." So
Professor Ursa!
because of my disguise, I get advantage on deception checks against my disguise.
Okay.
So if he wants to roll insight against me, he can. Does he have any reason to believe that I'm not the professor?
With that roll, he's not going to figure it out.
All right, sweet. So I lead him away from his friends, and I start berating him about being just a general nuisance around the campus, as well as specifically to Obrith, while I use my Mage Hand Legerdemain abilities to pick his.
You're gonna rob the guy
So-
and yell at him?
He needs to make Perception versus my Sleight of Hand again.
Alright,
Ooh, that's not.
he rolled an 18 plus.
Oh, no.
He's a Cavalier. Let's give him.
I think you already noticed.
I'll give him a plus 2. He's not going to have great insight or perception. So what's your sleight of hand?
So the Sleight of Hand was 12. So yeah, he notices. He notices his pocket being picked by something invisible.
Good.
Does he figure out that it's me?
He grabs the belt, the pocket, and starts looking around for where's that damn. It's like, where's that damn changeling?
Couldn't possibly tell you.
Is
All right,
Cap-
young man. I've told you.
Captain
I've told you
walking
what's
by
going
his
on. I've told you what's going on. Make sure that you behave yourself. You understand? You are representing this school as a whole, and I quickly run away.
Very nice.
As Keth walks by with everybody else, he has like just the biggest smile. He has a horrible poker face.
Crowd is starting to disperse as people start getting their assignments and moving off. Every group is at least 4 members. Some of them are larger. The cavalry's team is probably 6 to 8 cavaliers going after the super bandits. And they all have horses and one that needs to be a little faster, and so that's why I assigned that one.
So I imagine we probably want to just go straight to the farm and find out what's going on and get back before lunch, right? Just make it quick.
Okay.
Quick graduation.
Good place to start
Return
for
to your
sure.
library book.
Yeah, I'll just go take care of that right away. Berthas actually wants to keep the library book if he can. Can he like stow it in a pocket or try to conceal it?
You can try. So if you want to, okay, do a, I don't know, would that be a sleight of hand to try to hide it on your person?
Yeah, I guess so. That's a 14.
That's not bad.
14? Alright, pretty well hidden.
I'll probably try to tuck it underneath the spell book because they're probably both pretty bulky.
Now the school is set up in these brown buildings here in the kind of upper part of the city. You see, I mean, there's all these other stuff. Other places are more residential, and then a lot more merchant and like kind of things like that here in the red and the two blue sections. And there's still mixture of residential there, but a lot of the school is based on these brown buildings. And over here is the actual government. Yeah, I'll make no. That's the government building is just off the square here, just off the in the brown section here. So where the farm is going to be out of this gate here.
Okay.
Now, for those of you who played other games, this exit over here goes to Stone Hill, where we've had a couple of adventures, and this road down here will head down to the city with Dungeon Devil Guild. And this river here is what goes out to the coast.
Gotcha. Alright. So what are we all going?
I'm ready to head out. I've attempted to bully the bully and kind of failed.
Good looking out, UI.
I'm still disguised as Professor Ursa, and I just shrug. I did my best.
I mean, Professor.
Keth looks up again. You still look better before, but this looks good on you too.
Why is this not?
UI rolls their eyes, they don't really have a gender, and transforms into Keth again.
So
Keth smiles. Even better.
Girth is gonna
Just
take
be
out
quiet.
a little like either pen or chalk or whatever he's got in his bag and just kind of lift up his sleeve and try to and just draws a circle on his wrist, just so if he gets impersonated, he can distinguish himself without anyone else knowing.
Wait, hold on. Which me is the real me?
Yep, exactly.
Quick, let me see your wrist.
Keth, does Keth notice this, or are you doing this very in the open, or are you trying to do this hidden?
I'm trying to prevent both the Keths from seeing, because
Oh, that's right. You don't know which is which, do you? Okay. I was gonna say, if I saw it, I'd be like, "Ooh, good idea," but I probably didn't see it then.
What?
I'm not gonna try.
Quick question. What is Keth wearing? I'm not trying to flirt with him, honest.
Not a lot.
Okay, that's good. You can tell which one is UI because they're wearing common clothes.
Okay. Oh, I
Because that has the best give when it comes to shapeshifting. So if they transform into something bigger than they were, their clothes still just about fit.
So as we're leaving or getting to the gates, if we can make it that far, based off of what the professor told us about that, would we know kind of much about that area where the farm is, or can we just get a quick recap on kind of what our assignment exactly was?
He has a dossier or folder on it. He shows the general layout of the farm. The name, the person that has reported the part of them is a Mr. Sutherland. He has a farm out there. He's lost the most cattle and sheep in the area, but there's a lot of farmers in the area have lost some things. He's just one that has brought it to their attention.
So my guess, Girth says as we start making our way, is it's some sort of monster, which means it's probably going to be You three, and I point to Ashley and then the two cats, you guys can do the heavy lifting, and then Oberth and I, we're just gonna kind of help you from the back.
Operation
You-
hide behind the big guys.
You do realize I am not the fighter here. I am sneaky boy.
Yeah, but you look like a fighter, so yeah, I'm sure it'll work
I
out.
sort of check myself. Just, am I boy? Yes, I am boy.
But all you a redhead.
Man, changelings can just swap gender at will, man. It's
I know.
entirely likely that UI is confused.
No, that I meant to say ginger. All you ginger. That's what I was going for.
Ah. I've always
Still
wanted
not
to.
ginger.
Keth
Save
sees
a
him
tenant.
checking, tilts his head, and checks himself as well, trying to figure out what he's looking for.
Girth is how tall is Keth? He's probably huge, right?
Keth is about 6 foot.
So Girth is like a little over 3 foot, so he can probably at least get to your waist. So he goes over to the shirtless Keth and takes out his little chalk thing and then just says, "Hold still," and then he draws a circle around your belly button. Now we know who he's you.
Keth chuckles as this happens. The ticklish.
Don't worry, it'll
So
come off
what
with
are
the
you
bath.
saying? So what are you saying?
After seeing the other two check themselves for their gender, I'm going to check as well. And I'm going to grunt and then stare at. What's your character's name, Lee? I'm sorry, I missed it. Girth. I'm going to
Yep.
stare at Girth and just grunt at him.
Now, has Ashley been impersonated yet?
The only person that UI has impersonated in this group is
Okay.
Keth is definitely trying to figure out why or what a bath is after hearing that comment.
what comment? I totally missed it.
Oh, Lisa or Girth said it'll come off with a bath, and Keth is looking down and looking up, trying to think of what a bath is. He has not had one.
Listen,
we
listen, other me, do you not know what wash?
Keth turns his head. You mean with dust?
No, not dust, not chinchilla style. I love the accent. Not dust bath, not like chinchilla.
Keth looks down at Vermin. Vermin looks back up at him, not knowing anything, not being able to communicate either. And Keth looks up. I know no other way of what you call clean.
I am not impersonating you anymore. I transform into Ober.
I want to reach down and just grab a big handful of dirt and kind of trickle it over.
You are too dirty to investigate.
If people think I don't take a bath, then I'm not going to be the man who doesn't take a bath. I look at Obrith. You do wash, right?
Oh, every chance I get.
Oh, thank
I'm
God.
gonna lean in close though, and I'm gonna sniff UI and see if he smells like me. Like, how good is the
Let me
transformation?
check the changeling rules, because I don't know if they change scent.
It would be interesting.
Because as a tiefling, I imagine I would smell a bit like brimstone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like,
I'm pretty sure that the only things that change are physical.
just don't get too close to Donkey. He'll think you farted.
Well, you look like me, but you smell better.
Yeah, you decide what you look like, including height, weight, facial features, sound of voice, coloration, hair length, sex, and any other distinguishing characteristic.
So then you could smell like me.
I am the man your man could smell like, as I could smell like any man.
You could
could
just
smell
smell
like-
like candles or something. You don't have
You
to
could
stink.
smell like one of the others and look like one of them.
Well, in that case, since you do smell like me, I would say, be careful with that. That smell tends to stick to everything.
Thanks, I'll bear that in mind. God, impersonating you guys is going to be so bloody difficult. I can't do American accents, man. Anyway, so I assume that we're on our...
You
Yeah.
are all here at the gate. There are 3 gates here after the city. They are guards there checking. It's like checking, asking people questions before they leave for security. It's like, all right. Welcome to the. That should be north, south. That should be the west. No, western exit. West gate. So, did you enjoy your stay? What business do you have outside the city?
We're all students. We're on a field trip.
Ah. Okay. Anything? You have anything to declare? Anything that you shouldn't be taking out of the city?
No, everything that
UI
we're...
raises his hand. UI raises his hand and points to Oberith and just goes, I'm not here.
Cat looks over. Indeed, you were me earlier.
Are you 2 twins or something? I mean, we don't get too many tieflings through here, but twin tieflings, that's interesting.
Identical. We're brothers.
Yeah, I just nod in agreement.
All right, be careful out there. We don't have much protection beyond 1,000 feet from the walls, but looks like you guys are from the school. Probably can handle yourselves.
Cat smiles and taps his axe on his back. Yes, we can.
They let you through that gate. The middle gate's pretty much always open, and there are another no guards there. The outer gate has guards too, but they're not really worried about checking people. Or if you've made it past to the inner gate, and you head out on the road, and you start heading down the road to. There's a small village and farming community, about maybe an hour or 2 from the city.
This is cool.
Yes.
I am having trouble
Nice.
getting these characters on the map again. I don't know why. Can I not stick you onto the map?
So would this be Mr. Sutherland's farm we're going to first?
Yes, this is Mr. Sutherland up here. And there's kind of like a title screen up there, and then you can see the map down here where there's actually kind of laid out. This is his house. But got a little token of Mr. Sutherland up there. But I can't seem to put the tokens onto the map.
I think I solved this mystery, guys. The gates are all open. That's how the livestock's getting out.
The gates are not actually open. Did anyone know why I'm having trouble pulling your tokens onto the map?
Are you in
No.
the token layer?
Yes, token and object layer. I'm grabbing them and moving them to the map, and they should pop up over here.
Where are you grabbing them from? Is it from like the picture files, or from the character sheets, or?
Where they're listed in the characters, and I'm trying to drag them over.
Is there a player's flag
Oh,
on the?
mine worked. I just put mine on for you. I don't know if it maybe has to come from us.
How do we put our characters
No,
on?
I've been trying for a while and it's not been working for me. That's weird.
I wonder
Maybe
if
it's a whoever. Oh, I just did Ben.
Oh, there I am.
I
I
wonder
don't-
if maybe I did not give my own permission to edit the tokens on that.
Okay, I
may
can't
have done
put
all
Kath.
players. I think I may have done all players on many of them. Okay, edit,
Can you
control
grab
by
mine as well,
all
'cause I don't know how to
players,
do that.
and give me permission to put it on there.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
Kethan UI I can't put on.
Okay. How do I make it so you can't?
I think Kath, edit. Okay, I think I can.
How
do
do I
it.
resize mine? It won't let me change the size of it. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
let me put Kath out here. Okay, there we go. And edit and okay, change this to Ben and me can control that one.
Ooh, huge fighter.
Edit and okay, I should be able to do
Big
that.
boy.
Okay,
Change your size.
What
Then you
what
can
race
grab-
is Ashley?
Goliath.
I am a Goliath, but it won't let me resize the token.
You have a second one.
I think this other one's the one I put out there. Yeah, let me delete the big one. And there we go. Okay, there's 4 of you guys. Who am I missing? Okay,
You're missing UI.
Well, that's because he's blending in with the cows.
There I am.
Okay,
Becomes a
you
cow.
guys coming down the road.
Wait, can you become a cow as a changeling?
No, you can't. You can disguise yourself as any humanoid race, but you can't use it to become quadruped.
Oh, that would have been really funny. Just hurry, go disguise this cow.
You can't be a 4-leg.
No, I have specified that UI can only impersonate other people that he can see. So
okay.
if he sees someone, he can transform into them. I keep using male pronouns. Well, I guess he's male at the minute.
Yeah, right now he's male.
But outside of that, he's only got one form that he can use, like at will, and that's because it's a split personality. Changelings are
Down
fun.
the road, and Mr. Richardson's Mr. Sutherland's house here. Richardson is the bully cavalier. So Mr. Sutherland's farmhouse is right down here. There are cows moving the field. Bessie comes over and sees what you guys are doing.
Kev pets Bessie.
I think that'd be animal handling, right?
Oh, do I have to roll for this?
I think
Probably not.
Bessie's pretty friendly, but you can roll animal handling, see how well Bessie likes it.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
There is a large bull in the Let's make this one a little bit larger.
Oh no.
There's a
Oh, I
large
see it.
male bull here out in the field.
Does he see me?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
I'm gonna move him into that area.
Oh, so this is a big map. Are there any within 30 feet of me?
Any cows?
Like if I go up to the fence without going into the fence?
Yeah.
I would like to mage
Oh.
hand and try to push over
That's
one of the cows.
Maybe it's not right.
Remind me how heavy cows are.
They're heavy.
They're pretty heavy. If they
Because
were
mage hand can only
sleeping-
move 10 pounds.
if they were sleeping, and you might be able to cow tip them. But this right now, with them being awake, you just spook the cow, and it kind of takes off and running a little bit, and then stops. and looks back to what touched it.
Yeah, I immediately like put away my material components and pretend I didn't do anything.
Keth chuckles.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on my voice and amplify it and give a very loud "Mrrr." As loud as possible.
They all look at you. This one comes over here and starts pawing. It's the big one. The big bull starts pawing it in the ground, threatening you.
I think maybe we should move, guys.
Keth frowns, but cow, they're adorable.
Yeah, and that bull isn't. Let's move.
Fine, we'll move.
You can barely speak common. How the hell did you get that joke?
Keth smiles. I understand some. Alright, so are we all moving down?
UI is.
Growth will
Keth-
kind of follow.
I'm gonna say Alberth is readily watching the skies. After that Roke joke, he's a bit fearful of birds in the sky.
Keth is also kind of watching the sky a little bit.
Girth isn't. If me as the player forgot there's something in the air, then Girth definitely forgot.
Oh, Keth is also putting vermin in his hair and making sure he's hidden from above.
You're trying to hide underneath your vermin.
No, vermin is trying to hide in my hair.
Vermin is the name of his pet.
Yeah.
Mouse?
Correct.
Okay.
Now
good.
there's a guy here tending chickens, and you can see some people back here tending to vegetables.
I call out to him. Hey!
He turns and looks at you. Well, there's some trees in the way, but he can still see you well enough. Good
We're
day,
here from-
adventurers.
We're here from the school. We heard that there was something going down here about missing farm stock.
Oh yes, to lose too many more, Mr. Sutherland's gonna be in pretty bad shape for the coming year.
Can you direct us to him, please?
I believe Mr. Sutherland is inside.
Thanks. So I turn to Obrith and just go, this is going to get real confusing, ain't it?
Just might. I think
Well, I'm
we're
not
all
changing now. Well, one
I
of
feel
us is
so-
going to have to change.
Keth turns. You can be me again.
I'd rather not.
Keth does a little frown and then kind of chuckles to himself.
All right, so I guess we head to the farmhouse then.
Yep. What is that?
Your UI is being uncharacteristically brazen as he leads the way. Maybe it's the boost he got from being somebody else.
Are you back in your original form now, or are you still Alberth?
No, I'm still Obrith. UI can't really reach his original form. It was stolen from him.
Ah, okay.
That's why he impersonates other people. He literally can't be himself.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Or herself. I don't know. Changelings don't have a set gender.
Spot. So the little girl seems to try to keep her distance, but she also looks like her job is to carry water inside. Goes, hello?
Hi there. We're looking for Mr. Sutherland.
That's my daddy. He's inside. He
Awesome.
asked me to get water. What are you doing
Well,
here?
we're here to help. We heard that there was something strange going down around here, and we're here to help out with that. I've just realized that I'm really overplaying the accent.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You gonna find the cow killer?
Yes, we are. Keth kind of speaks up from the back.
He was like, Daddy, there's some strange men here to see you.
Except for me, I'm a
I'm gonna get
halfling.
him onto the GM layer. Token. All right, Mr. Richardson comes out. Back to token layer. Outside, and you see the little girl, kind of hiding in the door frame, just behind, listening. Goes, "No, good day, gentlemen.
Hi
What can I
there.
do for you? I'm Mr. Sutherland, the owner of these here farmlands."
UI goes up and shakes his hand. Nice to meet you, sir. We're here from the school. We heard that there was something bad going down around here, and we're here to help.
Oh, thank. Arrival is quite timely. So we've all lost cows and sheep, and this week I've lost two cows already, and this morning I even lost a farmhand. He's gone missing.
Well, that's not good.
Timing could not been more better arrival.
Do you know what's causing it, or what's taking the cows?
If I knew that, I would have told the school. We haven't seen anything from the sky. We had a couple years back. I remember we had rook problems, but that doesn't seem to be the problem. The centaurs have been staying away from the lands, which is odd because. Which is odd. I mean, they're not exactly thieves, but they don't really understand the concept of property ownership. They believe you can't own land, and still, we've got some disagreements with them on when they glean from our crops, or glean from our crops. But since the trouble began, even the centaurs are staying away. It's almost like they know what's going on.
Do you have any farms that are nearby that you're compete with?
Oh, all the farms have been hit. Daddy, could it be the Red Bull? The Red Bull is just a myth. That your brother tries to scare you with. Daisy.
Keth turns his head. Red Bull?
Oh, it's a myth about a big evil monster that takes the form of a giant red bull that tries to scare people.
Does this Red Bull have wings by any chance?
No, a bull with wings? I've heard of pigs flying. Some wizards playing practical jokes.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
That would.
At any rate.
So whereabouts was your farmhand whenever he disappeared?
I don't know about the farmhand, but I lost the cows that I lost were in the far field up to the up points out that way. The far field up that way. I've taken all my cows out of there and put them into the two closer fields.
See.
The farmhand just was supposed to take care of some stuff, and then he report for other duties, and he hasn't shown back up. It's not like him to just wander off. He's a good loyal man.
Surely. Have you seen anything? Any tracks or any anything odd?
Some of the ground has been. I mean, occasionally see some weird rocks and some like something tearing at the ground, but doesn't look like claw marks but nothing particular.
Maybe in
know-
hoof marks, like a giant cow.
Giant cow?
I mean,
Daddy, it's a giant cow. It is the Red Bull. The Red Bull is a myth, young lady.
but what if no, hear me out. I'm studying to be a wizard. Now I know how to enlarge things. So maybe somebody took a cow, enlarged it, and then used it like, I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't happen. And then Girth just kind of like trails off, trying to think out what he was trying to figure out.
It's not impossible that it could be some kind of shapeshifter, I say as I transform from Obrith into Mr. What was his name?
Girth? Or...
Sutherland.
As I transform into Mr. Sutherland right before him.
He jumps back a little bit. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising the first time. I'm sorry about that.
Kev points to
You're
him.
not here to cause harm. We trust the
What?
school.
Keth smiles. He was me earlier.
Yes, he keeps saying that.
Yes.
Yes,
Very handsome.
I mean, orcs, we used to have, no offense, we used to have some orc trouble raiding the lands too. They can be worse than the centaurs, Galaxy will cause harm. But the orcs have moved north again.
How far is the Centaur tribe from here?
Well, they normally mix in all of our land, but if you want to go talk to the centaurs, they won't give us the time of day. We've had some disagreements with them. But the centaur tribes, the last time we saw them they were, we saw a couple of the herd back over that way a few miles. If you think you could convince them to talk to you, I'd lend you some horses.
Well, we can certainly try if nothing else.
Keth kind of looks at him. You have horse for me to ride? He gets very excited.
Keft is still medium, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm not sure I've got one for your stone person friend here. And he looks at the Goliath. But, the rest of yours, I got a pony for the half thing could ride easily, and horses for the rest of you.
I mean, if it would help, I could also take a pony. I say as I transform into Girth and shrink down to his size. My clothes are now very unfitting,
Girth,
and I have to hold up my trousers.
he kind of is startled a little bit, and he looks quickly at his arm to make sure that the circle is still there.
Is the circle on UI now?
UI raises his wrist, and yes, the circle's there.
Girth is quite disturbed.
If you think you'll help, you talk to them. They're stern bunch. They live out of game, very much like the Native American Indians. You can't own land, property, things like that. How settlers bought land from them, and then they haven't been around much. We've tried to ask them what's going on, and they just give us insulting looks and drive right off. Well, the fields back over here.
It would be interesting to talk to the centaurs. We might also want to take a look at the paw prints or whatever's digging up the earth in the far field.
Keth looks up. Do I still get to ride horse? Keth has never ridden a horse before, so he is very excited to be able to ride one.
I don't want to take that from you, Keth. maybe we should talk to the centaurs.
Sounds like a plan.
Does everyone want to go to the centaurs though? What if the whatever's attacking them comes back while we're gone?
I
Yeah.
transform back into Mr. What's-his face and to face him again. When have the attacks happened? Have they been happening at night or just at any point during the day?
They seem to be random. No, so they just seem to be like they just disappear.
All right. Well, I've got one last question, if that's all right.
Go ahead. Anything I can tell you will be helpful. Might be helpful.
Can I use your bathroom?
As long as you aren't too messy, I'm sure. Odd request.
I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not gonna use it. I just want to get changed. Because I'm still in clothes at the minute, and I've got leather armor in my back that I want to change it.
In here? For the rest of you want to come in, I can offer you a spot of tea. Before we also have some get some sun tea and some apple juice.
As I step past Daisy, I unconsciously transform into her and trip over my too big for me now trousers.
Catholic
Sorry.
Sure.
little girls?
Me. Oh, sorry, I grabbed the wrong person. I wanted to grab Daisy and spin her around.
Kev looks very confused as two little girls. He
She
was
like
not ready for
reaches
this.
out to like kind of poke you. I always wanted a sister.
Quit it!
My big brother.
Athletics is gonna go stare at the cows.
I think Keth would probably join him in going to look at the cows because he liked them.
Okay, UI is going to transform back into Obrith because thankfully the clothes that UI is wearing would probably fit Obrith as well. And he sort of hides himself in the washroom and gets changed into his leather. Does Obrith have a tail?
Oberth does have a tail.
Oh dear, there's not a tail hole in these trousers.
Where does the tail?
I'm gonna look UI up and down, and then cast thaumaturgy to change the appearance of my eyes to more like whited out with black charcoal style around them.
So like the reverse, like the what's part that's normally white is black and.
Right. Yeah, and then does UI change as well?
UI sort of looks at you and just raises an eyebrow, and then transforms.
Now, from my understanding of how changelings work, you have to change back. You can't change directly from one person to the other. You have to change back into a changeling form and then change again.
Let me just check that. Hang on.
At least that's how my changeling in my other game has told me it was. I haven't personally read up on them.
Is it okay with you if he does still have the ability to just quickly change? Because he doesn't remember his original form.
As an action, you can transform your appearance or revert to your natural form.
Maybe that's just the flavor text she wanted to do. She changed her race from a human to changeling when the book came out. And I haven't fully read up everything on them.
Well, it doesn't say that changelings have to transform back. So, no.
Yeah, you can change from one form directly to the other then.
Yeah, okay, in that case, UI will transform back into Mr. I'm sucky at names, man.
Sutherland.
Mr. Somerset?
Sutherland.
Sutherland, Mr. Sutherland. Sutherland. He transforms into Mr. Sutherland and pulls his trousers up fully because that tail of Obrith was poking out over the top and it was very uncomfortable.
It's like
You're gonna start the saggy pants trend.
No, I just
I
look
won't
at.
lie. If you're from the school, I'll trust you, but you're a strange character.
I look at him and just go, I literally have no character. I have to be any. It's complicated.
The tail might give you better balance, UI, if you cut a hole in your pants.
I'm not cutting a hole in my pants.
Suit yourself.
I look over at Daisy and I go, don't you do it either. I stole your personality for a minute. I know you would.
But I know how to sew.
So do I, for some reason.
So do I.
No, but the divergent personality thing lets changelings get expertise with a toolkit as long as they are in that specific form. So I've decided to let UI have one form that he has internalized. And that is of Jemima, a tiefling. So he can just become a tiefling at any point. Not Obrith, different tiefling.
Interesting.
But he's not going to, because it would be uncomfortable in the
Wouldn't
eye.
that tiefling have a hole in his pants too?
Jemima is a female tiefling, just for the record.
With no tail?
Probably tail. UI would only transform into her in the very baggy, comfortable, common clothes, because there are reasons.
So Girth is gonna go outside and kind of go back over to where the cows are and ask, have you guys seen anything happening or any signs of the cow snatchers?
You're asking the cows?
No, the Keth and Ashley.
Oh, them. I thought you were talking to the cows for a second.
Oh, hey, hold on. That's not very fair to Keth or Ashley.
Well, Mr. Sutherland, I thank you for the sun tea. It was delicious. I think I'll join my friends and step outside as well.
I nod at him and say thanks for the face.
Keth is just standing out there, staring at the cows, smiling.
I want to roll percentile chance, see if he's got a big Clydesdale or something like that that a Goliath could ride.
I think before we go, we should maybe check out to see if we can find out what the tracks are from.
Yeah, sure. He's got a big Clydesdale
So are we all gonna leave and not keep an eye on like the farm?
That is
Well,
a big...
I agree with Girth in saying that we should go and check for that. This is out of character.
Yeah, I'm all for going to check that first.
Alright, he said that I mean, if you zoom out, you can tell that the, oh, what is it?
It's up from the top right one.
Yeah, the top right field that's empty.
What?
I mean, I'll go out there, but I don't want to go by myself.
Did anyone
I'm
else see that
interested to
like
go as
0
well.
feet thing that's staying?
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
not sure.
I see that.
I don't know why that's there.
Try and there you go.
Oh, there we go.
The map is being kind of buggy on my end, but that's probably just me.
Yeah, UI is gonna follow Girth.
Alright, so you guys head out. Do you enter this field or do you go through the lower field?
I would go through the lower field to the fence and then go through the fence. That's
So you won't be attacked by a cow.
How big are the fences?
You could depot if you really want to, but this the first combat that if anything might have been this cow attacking you, but
Having hamburgers
Oh
tonight.
no!
you avoided that encounter with the cow.
Oh,
I have
Keth would have been following
stealth.
them.
Hang on, man. I tried to stealth past the cows and I rolled an 8.
The cows down here, no, there isn't a big aggressive bull. So as long as you're not going into this field.
I kind of feel like we're missing out now.
UI is not prepared to kill this man's livestock while being sent to figure out why his livestock are being.
Keth is. For Keth, if something attacks him, he will just attack back. That's his motive.
It was never a roke, it was us
Actually,
the whole
it's very
time.
hungry, and these cows look pretty tasty. Just saying.
Keth is eyeing one of the bigger ones up a little bit.
Alright, so you're in the field. This field has been emptied of cows because this is where he lost cows, but you can tell that it's been grazed on recently.
Are there signs of any like cow snatchers?
Do perception or investigation. Do perception checks.
All of us?
Yeah, or anyone who's looking.
Yes.
Oh, that's the wrong character sheet.
Oh well,
Hold on.
from one extreme to the other then.
There we go.
Oh, you guys are
Oh.
all rolling pretty well.
Wow.
Except Guth.
Yeah, Girth is more
Yeah.
worried about not stepping in cow pies.
You know, Guth, whose idea it was to come.
So with natural 20, most of you only see the close one. With a natural 20, you guys see, we'll see, this seems to be 2 disturbances.
I point out the second further away disturbance. Hey, there's something over there as well.
Are they moving, or it's just like a hole in the ground?
Looks like more like a hole in the ground.
I think Alberith will go up and investigate the first one.
Hey, I'll be right back. I have to run and wash the hair dye out of my hair real quick.
So good.
The 10-year-old just dyed your hair.
Roll to dye your hair.
He said
Oh,
earlier
that's-
he had a 10-year-old dyeing his hair.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Alright, so you guys come over, so there seems to be a large hole in the ground, although it's been partially collapsed and kind of caving in on itself.
Keth gets down on all fours and just wants to stick his hand right in it. That's his first instinct.
Okay.
So he reaches his hand halfway in it, unless someone stops him. Out of character, I know this is a horrible idea, but I know what Keth would do here.
Girth isn't close enough to do anything. He's like very carefully trudging towards you guys, watching his feet.
Neither
to
of
make
you are
sure
going
he
to
doesn't-
stop me.
Kath, maybe send the rodent down first.
Kev kind of looks up in his hair. But vermin could get hurt. He cares
But you're-
much more about vermin than himself.
That's fair. You can't argue logic.
Kev looks up. Vermin family. And kind of pets him.
I think I saw a mage hand earlier. Maybe somebody could reach that in there instead of Keth's arm.
Fine.
Kev pulled his arm back out and kind of just sits on the ground.
Alright,
Waiting.
Keth's AC is 13.
Say that again?
I was just checking Cache to see.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
only 15.
Yeah. So, I nearly called him matey. I'm so used to playing matey. UI forms his mage hand. It is invisible because of mage hand legerdemain. He can't exactly do anything about that.
Arcane Trickster is nice that the maid's hand can be invisible.
Yeah. So he forms his mage hand. Not that any of you guys can see it, and he sends it off down the hole.
Keth is looking around. So when are you sending hand hole?
I just did.
But I didn't see it. Keth is furiously looking between the hole and UI, just like trying to figure out what has happened.
Okay, if you send the hand down the hole, I mean, you can you can't see through the hand, but you can send it down, and it seems to go down at least. If you just send it straight down, it seems to go down a good 15 feet before it hits bottom.
That's deep. Not like in an introspective way. That hole goes far. I'd say it's about 15 feet, maybe. What the hell could have made something like this? I use the mage hand fingers to sort of feel around.
You find a rock. It's a pretty rock.
How heavy is the rock?
Less than 5 pounds.
Okay, good. I would like to pull the rock out.
You think if you stare at the rock long enough, you think it may look like a brontosaurus.
I keep the rock.
Off the top of my head.
I'm keeping the rock. I put the rock in my backpack and just go, well, rock.
Keth kind of looks up. Should we dig to find what down there aside from rock?
So
And he's pointing at the hole and the rock as he mentions them.
as Girth gets up, I'm gonna want to look around the edges of the hole and try to see if I can see like bird tracks or like the claw marks, or like if it was dug out with a beak or what. I can try to see what made the hole.
Something was. Do an investigation check.
Ooh.
Nice.
Something very large was pulled towards the hole. The drag marks and the dirt and things like that seems to. It's like it was a vacuum was sucked in. Something was pulled down into the hole.
Well, guys.
Out of character, my first thought is a worm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Maybe a big purple one.
Yeah. Out of character, that's my first thought. In character, Keth is looking down, trying to make heads or tails of anything.
I think that the cows are dragged down into here. Has anyone gone down there yet?
I throw a
Keth
hand
shakes his
down.
head.
I have an idea.
Keth turns to him. You didn't put hand down. Nothing was down there.
I pull out the rock that I pulled from the ground. Keth may or may not have seen it just kind of flow out of the ground.
Keth stares at the rock. Pretty.
Does anyone know how to use the spell light?
Nope.
Don't have a light spell.
Nobody?
Keth turns his head. Spell?
Yeah, it's something called magic. We're sort of pretty good at it, but I don't know if anyone knows that spell yet.
Being at the school, even though you did not study it, you would know of the existence of magic.
Dang it! I was hoping I could get away with this, but okay. So Keth definitely knew that. Okay.
Even if you have not studied it, there's enough people around who do study it.
True.
If we can light
Heck,
something on
even
fire.
even UI did a bit of magic study. He's an arcane trickster.
How about you go down the hole, and I'm going to point at UI, but first you become me, and then I make you like a smaller me, so you can fit down the hole better.
Oh, this
Or
hole is
you
big
could-
enough that a medium creature could go down.
Or
Oh.
you could just go yourself, mate.
I mean, cows are considered large creatures, and
Keth
you're
is
pretty
hearing
sure
them.
that a cow was dragged down through this hole, even though it's kind of partially collapsed in itself. the large creature at least one point went up and down through this hole, but it's now a little smaller than a large hole.
Keth shakes his head as all of you are trying to talk over who's going to go down, pulls his great axe out, and just starts sticking it down the hole.
Actually, no. Like, UI looks like he's about to say something, he goes, then just retracts his hand. Just, nah.
Keth kind of... He's not putting it down there fast. He's just kind of like slowly lowering it down there, seeing what happens.
Girth is
After
gonna
he-
stoop over the hole and look down after the axe to see if anything's happening.
Keth is just slowly inching it down there. And keeps going, keeps going.
Goes into the hole.
Oh, yeah, UI's going in?
No, the axe is going into the hole.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit. He doesn't want to lose his axe. Keth kind of gets it so his arm is about half extended with the axe in hand and goes,
How
I don't feel
loudly are you guys being up here? Like,
I mean, we're
both
talking
loud,
in
you mean
normal
like how
volume.
much are you like dancing around or doing the Irish jig or just kind of being very careful as you approach the hole?
I think
Keth isn't
casual?
being... Yeah, I'll say Keth is pretty much being casual. He's not being super careful, but he's not like doing an Irish jig here.
I was about to throw thunderclap, but I'll hold off for now.
I'm back now.
Welcome back.
They're doing an Irish jig around the hole. I'm kidding.
We are not doing an Irish jig around. Keth
More
is
like a
still-
rain dance.
Yeah,
I'm
Keth is
staring
putting his axe down.
confusedly while they dance because I don't know what dancing is.
Keth is putting his axe down the hole.
Can I push someone into the hole?
Oh God!
Do a strength.
Is it-
What's the rules on shoving a creature? I believe you have to do. I rolled a hit and then like a strength check. Or
I think it's just a
post
strength check.
athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
it's pretty early.
Who are you
17
pushing?
push someone into a hole?
Yeah.
Who are
Who
you
are you trying
pushing?
to
Question. Who are you pushing?
Who's the smallest person?
Girth.
That would be
Over.
Girth.
Halfling.
Girth.
I'm gonna push Girth into the hole.
All right,
don't sacrifice Girth.
I've got a -1 in strength, so with a 17, I'd say yeah, you just push him in if that's fine with Eric.
Okay. That will temporarily move you there, and
Oh, do I take falling damage, or is it 15 feet straight down, or?
oh, it's yeah, you did fall down there. D6 for per 10 feet, I think. So
Yeah.
take 4 falling damage, and I drag someone from another. I guess I could drag another copy of you. Yeah,
When I do it, I have to right click and do copy, and then right click and paste on the next screen. That's the
Okay, let's
fastest
go.
that I found out.
All right, let's go up to the farm screen. Grab the halfling. Copy. And get down to here. And transfer you from the loading screen to the actual cave map. Now, how loud are you, or
I would yelp as I'm falling. And I don't think I have dark vision either.
Keth, after hearing you fall, seeing you fall, is definitely looking around, trying to figure out how you fell.
Alright, you were pretty loud, and hey,
I'm gonna react to all of this and ask Cass, can you hold the end of this rope? I'm going in.
Hold on for just a moment after you fell in the hole. Speed 30. Okay.
That does not sound good for Girth.
So much for that. Consumed by a purple worm at level 3.
Aw.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
be
Garrett.
right back. I'll be back in like a minute.
I moved 30 feet and okay, and let's everyone can do something and then I'll move it on to the next round. Actually, why don't I store up an initiative tracker here?
Oh, wow. Girtha must have good instincts. With a 20, natural 20 on the initiative, so 23.
All right, they rolled the same thing for initiative. So I'll just throw this thing in for a just for something to place its for placeholder. And the bonus is okay. So they're going at a 7. What is everyone else's? Okay, everyone else rolling initiative, even though you're on a different map. Eventually, I think everyone is coming down into heal.
I'm back.
So let me go select all these tokens. Why can't this? All right. Copy. I don't know why I can't select the whole group, but I'll just do this one by one. It's not that many of you. Copy. Stick you all inside walls temporarily so I can put you on the turn order. Paste. And then who am I missing?
I'm nervous, you guys.
I am a little bit nervous too.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I didn't want to sacrifice anybody, but apparently we are.
I've had a 4.0 at the academy so far, guys. I need this A.
Okay, now you all should be in there. You should be able to add initiative on your own. If not, I can try to stick you. Can you do it yourself or not?
I think we can do it ourselves.
Looks like they're all in.
Yep.
Went in and organize it, but that's low. So why was this not organized by descending?
Yeah, descending.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so Girth you just got pushed down the hole, and made a loud noise as you thudded
Yeah,
on
it's like,
the ground.
So he hits the ground, takes his damage, and gets up, and I presume he can't really see around hardly at all just because of the lighting. He'd reach into his belt and pull out this strip of kind of like a scrap of leather armor that's just like almost like a belt piece, just about a foot long, and he holds onto it and begins to cast mage armor on himself, and there's a shimmering glow that kind of shields around him, and he has mage armor cast. And that's all he's gonna do.
Okay. You can see a little bit because light does come down this hole into this little like dead end area. You can see, but you can't see very far. All right, Keith, you are still up in the other level. I can move us back there if you want.
Okay. Keth is he looks down the hole, he goes and he looks up. Why did you push him? And then he's gonna grab a torch out of his bag, light it, and jump down.
You know, one thing I love about D&D torches is they're just like giant flares. You just strike them and that takes an action and you activate it.
Yep. He jumps. He's gonna try and jump down so he doesn't take damage though.
Yeah, if you can do that. Do you try to avoid the halfling?
Yes, I'm definitely trying to avoid our little friend here.
Geronimo.
Dexterity saving throw.
Now, how loud are you when you come crashing down?
He isn't really saying much, but he's getting the torch for Girth, and he's just trying to be a little bit careful, but he's definitely gonna make a thud when he hits the ground. You there?
Yep.
Okay. I got really scared. I thought my Wi-Fi cut out again. I'm like, oh no, not now.
I can't resize my menu.
I'm gonna make a couple pieces of ice.
Ben, looks like it's your turn.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
So
sorry, I muted myself.
Oh, have you been
Well done.
talking?
I did a few things, yeah, but I'm eating Doritos as I'm playing, so I try to mute myself when I'm chewing on Doritos. To be kind.
is it still on me, or is Kess all done?
It's been I assume the half orc is done. So Ben,
Yeah, if anything else, I would just hand him the torch.
Yeah, and if I would take it if that's within my turn ability.
yeah, you
Is
can
that-
use that.
Okay, then yeah, I'd hand him the torch, because I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's still big? Up at the top, Ashley, right?
Yeah.
You've got three of them up there. You've got UI, Ashley, and what's the type?
Obrith.
Obrith, yeah.
Okay.
And there's technically
But,
two Oberths because of UI's being him, right? Or do you
No,
look like the guy?
UI is currently disguised as Mr.
Sutherland.
Sutherland. I'm just gonna make a note of that name, Harlan.
That's actually what I did.
Okay, so you know what? All right, so I'll ask Ashledge if you could hold the end of this rope. I'm gonna climb down. Do you hold it, Ashledge?
Justin, you're muted, by the way, boss.
I heard him.
I can't hear Justin at all.
I heard. What's that? Justin is the Goliath. So that's when I hear it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where he went. He's muted.
Maybe he stepped away. In that case,
I will
I'll
assume
hand-
he will hold the rope. I mean, that seems like the
Okay.
gentlemanly thing to do.
So then I'll hand him the rope, I guess, and then climb down into the hole.
Okay. You have also climbed down into the hole.
Now, once I get to the bottom, I do have dark vision. So am I able to see a little bit further than what the map shows?
Oh, I'll reveal a little. Okay, you can see.
I also have 60 feet of dark vision.
I mean, it kind of goes around the corner there, so.
Okay.
But we've got you there now. Okay. This turn. Alright, 30 feet of movement.
I don't like that I keep hearing that statement. It's 30 feet of movement. Oh god, I'm having...
Actually, as my action, once I get to the bottom, I'll use thaumaturgy to amplify the light from the torch that Girth is holding.
Okay, it makes it a lot brighter, but you still can't see any further because the tunnel curves.
Will that also give him better sight? Oh, there's something right there.
It's nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, UI is gonna grab the rope that Ashlej is holding and climb down as well.
Okay, let's put all these things are now moving. So let's move
Things?
all put
Talking
them all on the token layer.
spiders, skellies. It's got to be something.
Oh, not the spiders again. Oh, it's Ragot's first adventure all over again.
I was there on that adventure. Those spiders
Yeah.
were bad news.
Around the corner, a swarm of bats comes flying up.
Oh.
And
Are they
another
attacked?
one comes over here. And yes, this one will bite at you, and this one will bite at you. And let me move the other swarms 30 feet, since they didn't move. You didn't wake them up last time, but they're awake now.
With the mage armor, Girth's armor is 16.
Ooh.
And this one doesn't quite get you, but there's another swarm of bats that come around the corner. Okay, so Batman's turn.
Batman.
You just for the record, UI is down there as well.
When did he go down?
Is it their turn before UI?
Yes, they're going on 7.
Right. Sorry. Fair enough. Apologies.
So swarm of bats has a 7 to hit you. I don't think that hits the halfling.
Nope.
And
His shield just shimmers and deflects everything.
I believe a 23 does hit. Does hit the Olbreth.
Yeah, just barely.
Really? 23 just barely?
Maybe a little bit more than just barely.
If that's the case, just barely. I may need to make things a little harder.
Hey, no.
You take 4 damage as the bats bite it. As the bite hit thing or. Yeah, okay. You take 4 damage as the bats bite into you. And up above, now it is UI's turn. You hear, do a perception check, see if you can hear the squeaking of bats.
Just a second. No. I'm gonna guess that a 6 doesn't cut it.
No, you don't hear the bats. The bats squeaking as they have been now disturbed by adventurers in their tunnels.
I feel like they probably would hear Girth screaming though.
What did Girth scream?
I mentioned if he's getting attacked, he would.
Yeah, you got it back. So
Like, ah!
Shall I roll again to see if I hear Girth's scream?
you hear
Or-
Girth say something, but with a 6, you probably don't figure out exactly what it is. Girth's being loud.
Oh, that was probably a dumb idea. I don't draw my weapon, and I grab the rope that Ashlej is holding, and I climb.
I wonder if you'd wake. They're pretty far away, but I wonder if you'd wake the other bat swarms. No, they're the other side of the tunnels.
So it's 15 feet down, right?
Yeah. So you said you're coming down the tunnels too?
Yeah, I climbed down on the rope.
You climb down the rope, and there is probably 60 bats flying around the corner towards you guys.
Right. Well, I draw my rapier. And I don't think I can attack, because to draw a weapon is an action.
I believe you can draw one as part of a move. So
Alright,
when you're
well,
moving, you can draw included in the movement.
okay,
Of
fair
course,
enough. I
you're on
draw
the
my...
rope, so but you have enough movement you can get entirely down the rope and still draw.
Alright, fair enough. I draw my rapier, and I'm going to attempt to straight up skewer these.
Okay, which one do you want to attack?
The one that's directly in front of me, the one that's attacking...
This one right here. Oh, and the question: can you see its health bars, or are those hidden from you?
I cannot see.
They're hidden.
Okay. All right. Swarm of bats AC is 12.
Well, I got a 19, and that is 8 piercing damage.
All right. You wildly sweep your sword through the air and take out 8 bats.
Well, hey, I have a shish kebab on my sword.
And okay, next up would be Ashley.
He's still not unmuted, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, we will come back to him if he is not here at the moment then. So if he isn't here at the moment, we will pause on what he's doing, and it will go back to the halfling that just got swarmed by bats.
Lee just said he'll BRB.
Yeah.
But he should be back necessarily.
Give it a minute. I'm gonna go fill up my cup with some Mountain Dew, and if he's not back by the time I'm back. Then we'll move on.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab a quick snack as well then. BRB.
All right. Well, at least this is happening whilst he is out of danger. I, at one point in one of my games, had to leave the game to say goodbye to some relatives who were leaving at the time I was playing. And I told the DM, "Hey, I'm leaving. Don't kill my character, please." And
Sounds like a challenge.
When I got back, my character was like 1 hit point away from death and died.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
I missed a session with an old group that I used to play with, and I came back and they were like, "Dude, you almost died last session." I'm like, "What happened?" They're like, "You got hit with a fireball." And I'm like, I asked the DM, I'm like, "Okay, what really happened?" And he's like, "Yeah, you got hit with a fireball, and you should have died, but I didn't want to kill you while you weren't here." So
Wow.
I magically lived.
So do we have either one of our characters who are AFK for a second?
Hey, sorry, my internet went out for a second.
Oh, no problem. So, sorry about that.
I'm not the only one who disappeared randomly.
Well, someone else said they would be right back. We didn't know what happened to you. But everyone else has gone down the hole. There's some noises down the hole that sound like something going on down there.
Am I small enough to fit in said hole?
Yes.
I would like to jump in the hole.
The hole was originally made by a creature that is a large size, and why it's okay. As you come down, I assume you avoid being stepping on your buddies. So
Would hope so.
okay, as you come down, there are several bats that have been struck by a rapier, but there's still a good 50 or plus bats that have been disturbed and are flying at you guys.
You said 50 plus?
Yeah, 50 plus bats. You see 3 swarms.
How close are they to wherever I landed at?
No, there's one directly in front of you.
I want to try to hit it.
Okay.
With my Morning Star.
Ooh.
Sure. Wait, do we want bludgeon or do I want pierce?
That's a nat
I'm-
20,
Wait
buddy.
a minute. Damage swarms have damage resistance. So you did
Oh.
not. You only did half damage to this swarm.
Well, darn.
Well, it's the nature of swarms. They have resistance to being hit with melee weapons.
That's
I
about
forgot about
all
that.
I can.
It's a swarm of bats, though. It's not that challenging, but bats live in caves. I try to make my world seem fairly natural if animals and things actually exist there.
At least it's not spiders again. I'm still scarred from last time.
Yeah, no, those come later.
Oh god.
Yeah, I guess hitting it's all I can do, right? I don't have any other actions I can try to take in this. How big is this cave? Comparatively to my 8-foot tall self.
It's about 15 feet tall from where I'm at, and it's about 30 feet across here. You could fit a fireball in this little dead end.
I'm a Goliath. I don't have fireballs.
It's gonna hit all of us. Please, anybody who has it, don't do it.
idea.
I
Is
mean-
it possible to climb back out of the hole?
If you want to, yeah. You get halfway down the rope, you see this bat, you can climb back up.
I'm not gonna climb out yet. I'll stay with my friends for now. Wait, these are bats. Can I try to calm them down with animal handling? What'd you say?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. You can try, but I'm not sure how. I'm not sure what you do.
Maybe not calm them down. Just convince them that it's a better idea to run a different direction or fly a different direction.
You can roll. I'll see. I can't think of how you do that, but if you roll well enough, you might think of something that, in character.
That's the first one I'm guessing we're going
The
with.
first one, the 21. Is that good enough?
Yeah, you Yeah, I'm not sure how you do it exactly, but you make them that this is not the best way they want to go out.
Yeah, I just want to scream at them as loud as possible, and hope that they fly in a different direction.
Huh? I don't like that idea.
Start flapping your shirt. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Hey guys, sorry, I am back, I think.
Perfect timing. It's your turn.
Okay, what did I miss?
Everyone has climbed down. One of them has taken his rapier and took a couple bats out of the air, and the other has come down and yelled at the bats in a very high pitched sound.
I hit them first. Don't forget about that.
You hit them. You didn't roll. Oh.
Yeah, I did. I rolled
Yeah, you did.
my Morning Star. I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, you got the
Oh.
nat 20 with the Morning Star.
I did not realize that. Okay. So roll damage, same way Adrian does with like max first and then roll on the other one. So
It auto rolled it, so just forget the crit and just add a d8 to that, I'm guessing. So the 8.
so 8 damage total.
Should be.
No.
You said max damage plus a normal roll.
Yeah,
So that would be 14 total.
14 damage, but because it's a swarm, that's halved, so 7 damage.
And after that, that's when I yelled at them after I hit them.
Okay. And then it would be the guest's turn. There's a lot of dead bats on the ground.
Okay. I don't have a whole lot that I can do against a swarm, so I think what I'm going to do is who's the biggest person in our party?
That would be the Goliath.
And how much room is there actually in this cave?
It's about the size of a fireball blast. I just checked that earlier.
Okay. I think all I'm going to just do is I'm gonna take my torch and just kind of wave it in the air, and I use it to kind of fuel a firebolt, which I just shoot into the swarm as much as I can.
Okay. That actually is might be effective because swarms have damage resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So firebolt is magic.
Okay. So my spell modifier.
I assume you hit the swarm that's right in front of you.
Yeah, and then I'm just checking to see what my spell modifier is. Sorry, I don't have it put into Roll20.
Oh, you have to roll to hit. That's rolling to hit. Okay.
Yeah. So for spells, my spell attack bonus is +4, so it's a 13 to hit.
Yep, you hit.
Okay, and that's 1d10 fire damage even. So that's 3 damage of fire.
Okay, that's full damage.
I'm guessing these bats are just one hit, guys.
Well, it's a swarm, so they technically have HP of 22, and they have damage resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, but you're reducing the swarm as you are hitting them.
Okay.
The individual bats, are being taken out in one hit.
Okay. I plan to eventually do my own campaign, so it's good to learn this stuff.
Yeah, swarms act like a monster basically.
And swarms, like it says, does do less. It does do half damage once you go below its half hit points.
So they only are they only resistant to bludgeoning damage or all melee damage?
Basically, all melee damage they're resistant to.
Okay.
Okay, so next up would be Keth.
Mm-hmm. Hold on 1 second. I have brownie in my mouth.
And you didn't share?
How rude.
Come to New York.
Now, is it brownie, or did you find that next to the mouse's hole?
No, it's my stepfather made these peanut butter cup brownies earlier. They're delicious.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking about that, but it's like, hey, I found this raisin next to the mouse's hole.
I've seen that.
It tastes kind of weird though. I don't know, man.
Because I sprayed it with Lysol.
Take damage earlier when I pushed him down the hole.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Girth.
I think I'm a little Girth is too occupied to notice your apology.
So I'm gonna take my great axe, or first I'm gonna bonus action go into a rage.
Okay.
Just because I don't know what's gonna be down here, and it lasts for an hour. And
but
then
I believe rage ends if you don't attack or something, right?
Yeah, attack or take damage. So at the end of combat, if you don't do something to keep it going, it will dissipate.
All right. In that case,
It's okay. UI will punch you.
Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna take my great axe and I'm gonna kind of turn it so that I'm hitting it with the biggest surface area I can. I'm gonna swing at
Well, you can roll attack with advantage then, since you're using much big surface area.
Oh, wonderful.
You move over the ace. Okay.
That's a 22.
I don't think you even needed it.
Yeah. It will be 6 slashing damage. And I am in a rage, so actually that'll be another 2. So that'll be
8. So 4 damage to the swarm. Well, you hit take some bats out of that swarm.
Mm-hmm. Also, I will mention, due to being a totem of the bear, I also am resistant to every sort of damage except for psychic while I'm in a rage.
Oh, so I should throw mind fires at you.
No, no, you should not.
No, mind fires third level party would be way too mean.
Be gentle.
Okay, Olbrich.
All right, so I'm going to move a bit deeper into the fray there to where I'm within range to both of these two different swarms. And then I'm going to twin the Shocking Grasp cantrip on each one of those swarms of bats,
Okay,
which is 22 to hit and a 20 to hit.
that hits.
Does 6 damage on the one beneath Elberus and 8 damage to the one next to Girth.
Okay, and wrong button. And that swarm has been killed.
Okay, but the one next underneath Elberus has not been killed?
No, but it is basically it's almost at half power. It's at 12 of 22, so
Okay.
almost at half capacity swarm.
Well, he is not able to react because of that spell, so I'm going to move Operation Hide Behind the Big Guy, and he's
Because
not going
of
to be
what
able to
these-
opportunity attack me.
I don't know if these things would take an opportunity. No, they're frightened enough. They would, yeah, they're in a frightened state. Even though they would probably still opportunity attack.
That spell prevents reactions from them.
Oh, okay. So they don't get an attack opportunity. Okay.
And that's where I'll end my turn.
And imposter.
Hey, don't the bats go before me?
Wait. Yeah. Or maybe it. What
Yeah,
the?
they were a 7.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I deleted the token because I didn't. Yeah. Add turn, and they were a
So there were 7, boss.
7. I deleted the thing that was supposed to be.
I've done that.
It's just a blank token.
I mean, I'll move. I'll do my move right now if you want.
I mean, if you insist, we'll kill them before they can touch us.
Alright, these bats have been somehow convinced that this is not the exit that they want to take. So this bat is going to move 30 feet that way. This
Question:
bat,
Can Keth see down there better since he's now at a more down the passageway, or no?
these bats are going to head that way. You can take out tax opportunity if you would like.
I would like to if I can.
Same with
Definitely.
Keth. Does Keth still get advantage due to using the great axe the same way?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh God, I didn't hit.
Okay, so you miss, and
Does my 20 hit?
yes. Is Mackenzie
No.
watching now, or is she still in her Call Cthulhu game? I see her posting stuff.
I haven't seen a message yet.
She must still be in Call of Cthulhu. She said she might come in and watch after. So you hit that swarm. Now, do you want to attack the swarm that was in the back, or the one that was next to the half orc?
The one that was next to the half fort.
Okay. You definitely hit. How much damage do you do?
6 piercing, so I guess half that would be 3.
3. Okay. And I think you're the only ones that would have had opportunity attacks.
Well, what about UI? He stood nearby.
Oh yeah, I would still be there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, just a second. There's a 16 What the fuck was that?
That was Girth dropping all his soda cans.
Well done. Does a 16 hit?
Yes, and you did 8. And you did 10 piercing, so that's 5 damage to them.
So, quick question. Would that count as them being flanked? Was there an ally of mine within 5 feet of them?
Yes, when they moved, it was. So you.
In
should
that
get
case,
sneak
because
attack.
I should have done it last time and forgot, I'm going to add my sneak attack if that's okay.
Okay.
So that does an additional 2 damage. So it takes 7 damage in total. Great.
Okay. The bat swarm is almost dead, but it flies away, and those 2 swarms eventually are going to fly out the other hole. But
Another hole.
you guys notice those 2 holes on the surface.
Oh, that's right.
So eventually they're going to disappear out the other hole. But movement here.
Seems like an entrance and an exit, guys.
It
Might
does,
be.
doesn't it?
These guys were not here though when you were to convince them to go the other direction. So these 2 swarms are going to fly around, and the first thing is in the path. One is going to attack the Goliath. One is going to attack UI because you guys are in the most direct path to the hole. The Goliath gets a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Does not hit you, and a 6 does not hit UI, I assume.
6 does not hit UI.
And then it would be UI's turn.
Sorry, just a second.
Oh, good, boss.
I'm still here, it's just that my computer's acting up.
Been there before.
Come on, you bastard. So, just to confirm, the Goliath swarm, whatever this is,
A swarm of Goliaths.
No!
Okay,
I want to join the swarm of Goliaths if that's the case.
A swarm of Goliaths.
That'd be terrifying.
I'm writing that one down.
Great. Great, that's the new boss fight of this dungeon, a swarm of bat-sized Goliaths.
Or
Where's
Goliath-sized
swarm of
bats.
Goliath-sized bats?
I can, just to confirm that they are within 5 feet of an ally, so I can sneak attack them.
Yes, you're on top of me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're almost within the same square.
I'm going to assume that an 8 doesn't hit.
It might.
No.
They are a swarm.
AC
Was that
12.
an... Ah, fair. In that case, I'm going to use my cunning action to disengage as a bonus action. And I'm just going to duck behind the Goliath.
Why is everyone hiding behind me?
Once
Why
again,
do you
I'll
think?
hide behind the big guy.
I mean, all right.
Alright, it's the Goliath's turn. You scared away the bat swarms that were there, but 2 more were still coming down the tunnel.
Well, I did not hit it.
Okay.
I very much failed to hit it, but I want to yell at these 2. What
I
all
thought you were
out?
Nat
Yeah,
I thought you were
20.
talking about the 2 players.
Did a
that just hit
17
behind you.
convince him?
What was the one before? I don't remember.
You did over 20 before.
It was a 21. Yeah.
Does the 17 work this time?
Let's see. Well, then when it gets to their turn.
Okay.
And Girth.
Girth is going to do the same thing. He's going to hold up the torch and basically you channel it like a wand so that the burning end launches forth a firebolt.
You're welcome for torch.
That's not going to hit.
Ouch.
But you didn't roll a 1, so you don't hit your allies.
Well, that's good to know. I think just the I can't. Yeah, that's my turn. That's all.
Alright. Keth, the half-orc.
Alright, once again, I'm just gonna try and swing at these with my axe turned.
Okay.
Still advantage?
Yep.
Alright. Does a 22 hit?
If it didn't, these would be way too hard.
So that'll be 6, so it'll be 2 or 3 damage to him, because I also have the rage bonus.
Okay, you do take a couple bats with that swing.
Okay.
And Obrith.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Thunderclap just on the other side of these bats. It's only a 5-foot range, so I want to hit the two of them. Basically, I'm throwing it like here, well,
Okay.
here, so that I'm only hitting the bats and not any of my allies. And that's a Constitution saving throw. My bad. Not a lot of damage. If they fail the Constitution saving throw.
Well, they've got no bonus. One rolled a 16, one rolled a 5.
Okay, the one that rolled a 5 does fail, and they take 4 damage.
And the other one, does that take any? Do they take any?
Should be half damage.
Each creature within range. It is not half damage.
Oh wow.
Okay.
It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
Alright, it's the bat's turn. Now, the bats are not really here to kill you. You scared them, they want out of their hole. These bats disappear onto the surface, out through the hole you guys fell down. You can take attack opportunities if you want.
I would love to, and I did not fall through anything. I jumped, good sir.
Hell yeah,
That
attack of opportunity.
That was intentional falling.
Does a 22 hit them?
Yes.
I did 8, so 4 damage to it.
Does the 17 hit it?
Yep.
I did 11, so are you rounding up or down?
Rounding down, usually.
Yeah.
So you do 5 damage to that one.
So 17 again, and I got 7 piercing damage. That will be 4. Do I add my sneak attack again?
Yes.
Yeah, baby. Oh, for God's sake. So they take 1 extra damage. So they take a total of 5 damage. No, 4 damage.
So 7 to 5. Okay. And you take a lot of bats out as they then disappear up onto the surface. And you are left alone with just a bunch of dead bats on the ground. And these bats are going to make a bat line to the other hole.
Nice.
Fun fact: the reason it's called a beeline is because back in the day, they would when people would find bees and they were looking for honey, they'd watch them pollinate, and then the bees would fly up, turn right towards their tree, and make a straight line to the quote-unquote bee tree. And so that's why it's called a beeline, because they follow them, find the bee tree, and collect the honey.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know
These
that.
bats are really weren't part of the problem, but bats live in caves, and you made a lot of noise, and they bit things on their way out.
They bit things? Oh, right. We were the things.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So
Well,
Do
we
they
might
bite
have been the
from
things. There
female?
might have been stuff on the other side too.
yeah, I
Mm.
want to go over here, and I'm holding my torch aloft so I can see.
There is a fair amount of guano over here. This is where a lot of those bats were hanging out. 30 feet.
Oh, nice.
Can I say that?
Actually, no, that's 30 feet bright and then dim, so...
Are we out of initiative now, or
Yeah.
no? Okay.
Can I follow the
Um,
bats out of the cave?
You want to climb... You can try climbing up, but the bats move a lot faster than you, and once you hit air, they're flying.
That's true.
Since everybody's following me, I'm gonna motion for someone else to go first. You got this.
I got this. You hid behind me anyway, you shits.
Didn't?
Wait.
Someone
we need
pushed me in.
Big guy who has night vision. Do Goliaths have night vision?
Fuck if I know. I don't think so.
I have night vision as a half orc.
Maybe
So
send the half orc, and I'll go behind the half orc.
I'm
I'm
like
big and
holding,
angry. I don't care if I can see it.
I'm holding the torch up, but it's only like 6 feet tall, so it's right in anybody's eyes who's behind me.
Oh god.
You can pass the torch to me. I'm 8 foot up. Like I can just hold it above us.
Sure.
I'll go second. I'm kind of tanky for a caster.
I can.
I'm gonna stealth my way along.
I'll stay kind of middle of the party, just because I can tank a little bit.
Oh, that's good.
UI is the shadow.
UI, like, he touches the... What are we in, dirt or stone?
This is dirt.
He touches the dirt and he chameleons to the color of the dirt, while still staying in the physical form of Mr. Sutherland.
Okay.
So are we? All right. So I'd be
Are you
like
gonna
right
follow
here.
me or no?
I'm following you. Oh God.
I will go by myself. I am not
We're
scared.
inside.
Looks like we're at a crossroads here.
I'm going right.
All right, I'm following you.
Yeah. About to say, I think we're all just gonna follow you, boss man.
Cool.
Actually, does anybody? Cat's gonna look at the party. Does somebody want to go with me? Go other path. And he's gonna point to this one right here.
I'm gonna follow the torch.
I have dark vision, so if anyone else has dark vision, they can follow me.
I have dark vision, but do we really want to split the party?
You
True.
always split the party. It's never a bad idea to split the party.
Yeah, that definitely didn't get Ragoth borderline killed. And then got reincarnated. Or not reincarnated, but brought back by a god.
Yeah, UI is gonna follow the torch. UI does not have dark vision.
Keth sees this and follows.
All right.
Can I roll perception to see if I see anything unusual?
Yeah, where are you when you roll that perception check?
Where I'm currently standing at.
Oh, I don't like the bone pile right there.
I don't either. That's why I want to roll perception. Bone piles are sketchy.
It's probably the cows.
Could be.
I'm assuming my 11 doesn't see anything. Is it the farmhand? I bet it's the farmhand.
Let's
You're not
investigate.
exactly hiding, so let me select.
Wait, what's not
there is-
hiding?
Don't worry about it.
So there is another. These bats are still hanging on the ceiling. They have yet to be disturbed.
I want to yell at them.
Okay.
Girth wants to duck down and try to hide.
Keth will step right in front of you, seeing that you're trying
Does the 22 convince them to go away?
You trying to get them to go the other direction?
Yes. I'm just yelling at them. I don't know what I want them to do.
Somehow you know how to scare bats, and these bats have now disappeared out the other hole.
Wait, which way did they go though? Left or right? Or straight? Which pathway did they go down?
They went that way.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go this way.
All right, I guess we'll all follow.
Yeah, I'm sticking to the wall still.
There are no
Captain-
bats. They left.
Keth is watching Gareth and go, come on, little buddy. I can be shield.
I
Yeah.
want
Oh, good,
to
that's more
rummage in the
nice.
bone pile. Do I find anything in the bone pile?
Do a search check.
Wouldn't that be investigation?
Oh, yeah, investigation. I don't think is search a skill in this.
No, it's
I don't see it.
investigation.
I suffer from 3.5 itis too, where I think all the skills are the way they used to be.
Does an 11 find anything? I'm really not good at anything unless I'm trying to scare bats.
No, but
Apparently.
these you don't find anything of interest. But these bones don't look human.
Are
Can
there
I
any
do a
big
nature
ones?
check?
Yeah.
Are there any big bones?
Yeah.
I want to grab the biggest bone and keep it.
Okay. You have a cow femur.
How big is it?
Oh,
You can use it as a club.
Cool. I have a cow femur.
I don't know that these are cows.
Girth is gonna assume they're cows, and he's not gonna look any closer.
I take a close look at the bones. That is a big human. with a strange face.
Are you guys going past me?
No,
You
well,
can.
I'm waiting here.
Yeah, same here.
I want to search these bones too.
Okay, pause for just a second there.
Oh boy. What's on me?
Because. Alright.
You
Can I
triggered
shout
it.
at it?
So I will
Don't shout
reveal-
yet.
I will reveal what you see, and then I will have initiative rolled.
Oh God.
Can I shout at it when I see it?
Do
Just as a
Oh,
reaction.
no.
what
Oh,
is that?
Bugger.
What the hell is that? Is that an
It is
animal?
a very large insectoid thing.
It doesn't look like a
When
purple
I-
worm, so we're at least in
When
a
I
little
see
bit
it,
of
can I
luck.
shout at it?
And it had, it was already looking your direction before you came that way.
All right, so we're all rolling initiative though.
Yes. Roll
Can I-
initiative.
If you just close the turn order and reopen it, then it should. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Oh, we're rolling initiative.
Yep.
Let's see. Let me see.
I rolled an 18 for initiative and a 20 for my shout. Does it do anything?
That's
Okay.
a dirty 20, not a.
That is a
nat-
dirty 20. It is not nat.
For what? Animal handling? Or what?
Yes.
Animal handling.
You're trying to hand. Okay.
I
Right.
want to convince it that it should play fetch with me with this cow femur that I found.
And you got a dirty 20. Okay.
Yes.
We'll see the likelihood of it playing fetch with you.
That is rule of cool if I ever heard it.
Yeah, I want to see this thing. I want to see you somehow tame this thing. I would love to see that.
I need a
where's the
pet.
park?
I don't
Needs to
have
roll-
Gerbert anymore.
That's right. We need
This
to
can
get.
be
We
my
need
new
to get
Gerbert.
We need Gerbert. Rest in peace.
Okay, initiative bonus and
I think Lee hated us when I tried to reincarnate Gerbert.
That was really funny, actually. I'm sad that he died. I didn't want him to die.
Yeah. We'll find that goblin. We'll get Gertrude. We'll get her. And then we'll somehow figure out a way to make more.
okay. First thing that gets to go from around the corner, you see
Ew.
another big bug come out,
Oh, there's two? That's
and
Ugh.
it rears back and shoots a spray of acid your direction. See here, line 30 feet long.
This is gonna be bad.
That might be bad, yeah.
Okay, each creature must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Do I need to make one as well?
It's a line 13, so
Overth does not like icky.
It's 30 feet, correct?
30 feet. So, oh wait,
Okay, so I'm
30
safe.
feet stopped just at me.
actually, it's small enough to know how far its blast is gonna go. So it's gonna move.
That's technically in my square where it is right now. Oh, never mind.
It's gonna move where it can hit both.
That's no longer where it was before. It could have
There you go.
right there. There
Okay.
it can hit both of us.
So
I
the
rolled a
DC is
17.
17. Okay, you take half, and the half orc.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Okay, let's see here.
Ooh.
Ah, boy.
Nine damage from the acid spray, and so half if you got past the dexterity throw.
I'm done to 23.
And that is the anklets full turn.
Ha! You told us what it is.
Yes, because you've already seen it.
Ha ha!
Wait, I recognize that from the book. It's in Anchorage. What did you say?
Ankeg.
Ankeg.
Ankhed.
I
It's a
recognize
bug.
that from my studies.
I think if
Gentlemen,
anybody
that right
has
there is an
Metal
Ankeg.
Gear, you're in trouble.
Oh
I
man.
have clothes on. I've got a loincloth. That's all I've got.
I got
And
chainmail.
Albereth is naked as the day he was born. No, I'm kidding. His clothes are fine.
Okay, Ashley. There
So
are two very
let's
large
start.
bugs.
Does my animal handling affect the one in the back? Because that's the one I could see earlier.
It hasn't gone yet.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and try to hit this one. Oh no. Give me a second. I have to refresh my roll 20. It decided that it wanted to or my D&D Beyond. It decided it wanted to give up on life.
That's a mood.
Oh no, he's gonna flank us.
He's
It's-
either gonna flank us or he's gonna run. It's one of the two.
There's a 17 hit.
17 does hit. Now, remember in the chat before where someone talked about things about not being able to use light and be able to sneak through the dungeon?
Yeah.
When your enemies have tremor sense and know everything in contact with the ground within 60 feet,
Light doesn't really do much for us, does it?
no, it
does for
everything
me.
in 60 feet in contact with the ground, they know you're there.
So you said the 17 did hit,
Yes, 17 does hit.
and then I want to use my action surge to take another action, and I want to hit it again.
Did 11 damage to this thing.
Does my 14 hit?
14. Yes, 14 does hit. Now this
That's
one
another
is
11 damage.
okay. So you did 11 twice, so 22.
Yeah, and then I want to talk to this one as well.
That's some nice damage.
After beating it into submission, I want to try to convince it to follow me with animal handling. Does a 19 convince it?
What are you doing to try to convince it that it should obey you?
I'm beating it in the head with a morning star and a flail, and then I'm shouting at it to listen, or I'll do it again.
Okay. Next up is the UI imposter.
I need more soda.
Okay, so
You want more while I'm in there?
UI.
You want while I'm in there?
Yeah, UI is going to move. UI is going to move here. He's going to draw his light crossbow as he's moving.